time we hit the horn.
Does it have a horn?
The amp tells you whether the charging system is recharging the battery or not. But the wires run through there backwards, so it shows discharging when it's charging.
Oh,
Do your horn.
he's trying to take a
The horn
video.
only works when the door is closed.
Oh. That is funny. And you got this for how much?
I paid $10.5 for it.
$10.5. Holy cow.
And then you got the peak on your gear.
Look, Greg.
Now, in the old days, when you wanted to start something like this cold in the wintertime, there's an oil can on the firewall over there that has gasoline in it, and you fill these little cups with gasoline, and then you open the spigot, which allows it to drain down into the cylinder, and that primes the motor so that it'll start.
Did you still videoing it?
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do a
Now, let me
walk
see if
around
he's
to this
still
thing.
done what? Yeah, look at the wheels on this side, and then walk over and look at the wheels on the other. He just has them. He has sets of both.
I've got full sets of both, but the wire wheel, the fourth wire wheel's in the glass bead cabinet.
Yeah,
There.
that's-
It needs to be re-spoked.
That one's
It
wood.
probably came with wood wheels. Hello, Miss Janessa.
And this is wood.
Come over and let me be mean to you. Would you like me to pull your hair or
Wood.
pinch you or something?
Hi, sweetie.
Let me be mean to you.
Jesus, isn't it?
That's awesome.
The fuel gauge is there on the gas tank on the top.
Look at the gas tank, Colin.
It's a little hard to see, but nonetheless.
Gotta get it, young lady.
And what is this thingy?
That's where the spare tire mounts.
Oh.
But there's no dents in
And
it,
it's
there's
a
no rust.
19
1919 Dodge Brothers.
1919 Dodge Brothers. But it's not like a, you know, a Dodge Contour or what, it's just
No,
a Dodge
it's
Brothers.
the original.
It's a four-door sedan. That's what it's just a Dodge Brothers four-door sedan from 1919. The touring car had a convertible top on it. Those are the two.
Can I
buttons.
open it?
Of course.
Don't touch it.
That's wood. Holy cow.
And you can see the footrest. Oh, it's not. This is it was right out of the carriage days, you know. They had the footrest in it that the carriages had.
Is that thing so you could crank it to
Uh-huh.
turn it on?
Yep. To start it by hand if you have to.
I've never seen a car in real life that did that. Is this the hole?
Well, actually, that's a plug. The one end of that has a square drive, and you take.
Even
the
has a
plug out,
light.
turn it
Holy
around,
crap,
and
Mary.
it goes in.
This is all original.
Is this the kind of car that they made Chitty Chitty Bang Bang out of?
No.
I don't know. I think that was probably just a hand-built car. But it's remarkable to find one in this kind of shape.
And this is the total miles right here?
Uh-huh.
1,300.
This was a wedding present to a fellow who, whose wife wouldn't ride in it because it wasn't pulled by a horse. And that particular fellow, so he never used it much. He just kind of kept it out in the barn. He had a friend who was a plumber. He built a house, and the plumber came and did all the plumbing for him. And the guy was never able to pay for it. Never had 2 nickels to rub together. Many years later, towards the end of his life, the guy that owned the car got cancer, and he was dying, and he knew it. And so he went to see the guy, his plumber buddy, and he says, "I've owed you this money all my life." He says, "You know I've never had it," and he says, "I want you to have this car." And the plumber says, "You know, I've long since written that off. We've been friends. Forget it." "Nope." He says, "I want to go to my deathbed with a clear conscience." So he gave the car to the plumber. And the plumber, he and his wife had it for a long time, and all they did was drive it in parades and stuff here and there. Kept it in a dingy old shop down there, and then some years back, that guy and his wife were killed together in a car wreck. They were both elderly. Their kids buttoned up the shop and the car and just locked it up, and it's sat there ever since. None of the kids could bear to go through Dad's stuff, and so I found out about it, contacted the fellow, and you know, the kids now are in their 70s. And we visited about it, and I said, isn't there someone in your family that should have this car? I mean, this is not the kind of stuff you just sell to anybody, you know? He says, nope, there's nobody in our whole family, not grandchildren, nobody that has any interest in it. And he says, if we did try and do something like that, there'd be friction among everybody, and he said, we just need to sell it outright. Okay. And they wanted me to make an offer on the car and the shop and everything in the shop. And part of the deal was that I had to clean out the shop with it. So I offered him $13,000 and at the car and everything that was in the shop. And
There you have it, huh?
I was going to do restoration on it, and I just don't think I want to do that. I think
You know
I just want to
something?
leave it like it is.
I was telling somebody about it, and I can't remember who. It was just a visitor, and they said, "Oh my word, that'll be much more valuable just left in its pristine state than if you try to do something
I think so.
with it because
yeah.
it hasn't been touched since way back when."
Yep, it's coming up on 100
But
years
the
old.
story of it is what's cool, that his wife went right in it because of the horses.
Because no horses felt insecure.
Are the headlights on?
Yep.
And see, that's just amazing.
You'd have to go slow